Scenario 1. Drop-off. Miss Anna has an in-home daycare. It's 6:30 in the morning. She is all set for the day and has just opened the door for her first family. The child is wailing loudly. The child's mom is having a tough time trying to get the child up the steps to Miss Anna's front door. The child is crying and screaming, "I don't want to. I'm scared. I want to go home. I want my daddy."
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Brenda Owobu-Riasti, and with me today is John Riasti. Welcome back to Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters YouTube channel, where we emphasize play-based learning, wellness, and research-based solutions to issues in early childhood education. If you're new here, please subscribe, like, share, or leave a comment. We would love to hear your thoughts. Let's have a conversation about transitions. Why do they mean a lot to preschoolers? Oh snap! It looks like Joan, Miss Anna, and Mom are off to a rough start of their day. If you're familiar with making videos or creating digital stories, you may be familiar with the term transitions, as it relates to the different ways you can switch from one theme, parts of a video, picture, or slide to the next. Transitions in the preschool classroom refers to the time frame between one activity and the next. Transitions can also be described as a state of change that involves the movement of children from one environment to another, where they are expected to adapt to new situations. Childcare providers are remarkably familiar with Scenario 1. Providers, we know that feeling of anxiety on the first couple of weeks or months after enrollment. Some children walk right in and blend with the group. There are others who need more persuasion to trust and understand the new environment they've been left in. Can you imagine how scary that must be? Some synonyms for transition are move, passage, transformation, adaptation, adjustment, alteration, changeover, metamorphosis, leap, transfiguration, development, advance, diversity, shift, variation, switch, revolution, reversal, innovation, modification, difference, revision, turnaround, evolve, reduce, resolve, reform, and vicissitude. The common theme in the synonyms is change. As childcare providers, we must always remember the inevitable nature of change. An understanding of transitions, how they affect the child, daycare programs, and families is very important. It is always in the best interest of the child for adults to learn different strategies that will help in the preparation of children for imminent situations likely to cause anxiety, fear, and stress.
Scenario 2. Cleanups. Sammy loves playing with the train set. He loves the choo-choo sound the train makes when you press the little red button. He's taken his time to build a small city around the train station with the wooden blocks and is engrossed in his play when he hears his teacher say, "Okay, friends, let's put our toys away so we can go outside." Sammy suddenly falls down, face first, then starts kicking, throwing everything at his reach, and crying very loudly.
When you use routines and schedules in your classroom, it is necessary to include transitions. For children, transitioning from one activity to the other can be very challenging. Transitions usually require mental, socio-emotional, and physical effort. Providers, parents, and guardians, please leave a comment below. How would you have handled the Sammy scenario?
Scenario 3. Mealtimes. On a beautiful summer day, It's Water Play Tuesdays at Miss Anna's in-home daycare. The class is in the backyard playing with the hose and other water toys. The children are having a blast, but it's time for lunch. Miss Anna ushers the children in, changes them into dry clothes. As she serves the food, June starts yelling and crying. She is insistent on not eating lunch because she wants to go back outside and play with water. She starts getting more agitated. She spills the cup of milk and topples her plate of rice. She is screaming at the top of her voice and is inconsolable.
Sometimes empathy is the best way to fully understand what children are going through during transitions. It is important to ask ourselves questions like, how will I feel if I was suddenly removed from one enjoyable situation and placed into another that I wasn't even interested in? I cannot even imagine how it must feel to be told what to do or not to do from the moment I wake up to the time my day ends. That will be so frustrating. When we empathize with children, we can better understand what it takes to make the transitions they are required to make multiple times daily. Empathy equals better decisions for more positive outcomes. What could I have done differently? It's a very important question to ask ourselves when faced with transition dilemmas.
Scenario 4, Potty Times. It's free play, but Miss Anna wants some of the children potty training to use the bathroom. She tells Daisy, who is playing with the home center with Sammy, to go use the bathroom. Daisy immediately throws the doll she is cuddling and starts screaming uncontrollably. I don't want to use the bathroom. I just peed. I do not need to go. As she continues screaming at the top of her voice, Miss Anna notices a wetness on the carpet and on closer examination realizes that Daisy has just wet her pants. The carpet spots where she is standing is wet too.
Providers, let's always keep this in mind at all times. Children are unique and different. When we make decisions about transitions, we should take into consideration the attributes of the individual child. Ask yourself questions like, how will Daisy react if I ask her to use the bathroom now? What is the best approach to take to ensure a worry-free transition for Sammy? Can I use the same strategy for the same child consistently? Remember, you may need to consistently reinvent transitions depending on the child and context. How well do you know the children in your care? Who is predictable and who isn't? Knowing the answers to these questions can make the difference between an incredibly good day and an unbelievably bad one.
Scenario 5, Nap Times. Miss Anna just inserted the Naptime music into the CD player. She gets the cots ready for the children to nap. As soon as Aiden hears the music, he becomes terribly upset. He begins to kick the table and throw toys all over the classroom. Miss Anna hurriedly gets Aiden's cot ready and beckons him to lay down. Aiden is not having it. Instead, he starts yelling as loud as he can and insists that he does not want the night-night song. Miss Anna is having such a hard time getting the others to lay down on their cots because of Aiden's uproar. She eventually gently picks him up and lays him on the cot. Throughout the 2.5-hour nap period, Aiden is disruptive, kicking, wailing, and insistent that he does not want the night-night song.
It is important as providers to set the pace for the transitions we use throughout the school day. Wendy Mendola, in her 2017 article for NACI titled Nap Time is for Letting Go, emphasized that teachers should slow down sometimes, thereby setting a nice, calm, relaxing pace for children to emulate. I will be sure to leave a link of Mendola's article below for anyone interested in taking a peek. Mendola encourages teachers to assist children for the tasks they may need help with, but emphasizes that teachers should step back sometimes and let children do things themselves. After all, doesn't practice make perfect? I did a video on steps to creating a play-based learning environment in which I discussed in details the benefits of providing opportunities for children to practice life skills. I will leave a link in the description box below so you can check that video out too. When children are actively engaged in a process, they are more likely to cooperate and participate wholly. Whoops! I hope Miss Anna got her groove back after that nap time situation. Whoosh!
Scenario 6, pickups. Miss Anna opens the front door for a parent to come in for a pickup. She calls out to Melina, who is building a bridge with some Legos. "Melina, your mom is here." Melina immediately becomes irate. No, I don't want to go home. I want to stay at Miss Anna's house." Miss Anna steps aside and gives room for Melina's mom to take over the situation. Melina's mom tries to touch her, but she gets even more frustrated and starts crying loudly. She falls on the floor kicking and screaming. Her mom offers to give her some cookies, but it only aggravates her more. Melina's mom goes into the car to get a toy. "If you come with me to the car, I'll let you have this toy." Melina is not budging. Finally, Mom calls Dad on the phone, frantic and asking for help. Dad talks to Melina. Melina finally calms down and walks out with their mother. The entire ordeal took a little over an hour.
Change is a consistent and inevitable thing. Have you noticed how the world has changed just recently due to COVID-19? Some changes are predictable while others are not. As providers, we can make predictions on different transition times in our day. We are equipped to acknowledge of the children and families we serve. Children can be clingy to parents just like our drop-off scenario 1, or adamant on not going home at pickup times just like Melina in scenario 6. Whatever transition scenarios we find ourselves providers, let's be prepared to step in and de-escalate whenever the need arises.
As we plan our day from drop-offs to pickups for each child, it is imperative to remember that transitions are not only challenging for children but also for their parents. It's okay to offer to help a parent who is having trouble transitioning their children during drop-offs and pickup times. Get the children ready and prepared to walk out the door with their parents at pickup times. Engage children in simple activities like reading, drawing, and group games during pickups to minimize the anxiety associated with transitioning home. Providers, since transitions are a non-negotiable part of our day, it's important to make them enjoyable, memorable moments.
Thanks for watching.
Please subscribe to our channel for more educative content. Share and leave a comment. We would love to hear your thoughts.
And remember, prayers get answered, miracles still happen, and everything is possible. We love you all.